Hello Libra, my name is Jason. Thank you for visiting my channel. This is a general tarot reading for May 2019. This could be about love, career, any questions at the forefront of your mind. You'll know in the first couple of minutes if this is resonating for you. If it's not, or even if it is, please go ahead and check out my readings for your moon and rising signs, particularly your rising sign. I find so often those readings resonate much more strongly. But for now, Libra, you go into the month of March, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so a message is coming to you, perhaps from a lawyer, an accountant, some kind of a bureaucrat. Could have to do with, I'm feeling some kind of like computers, something legal also, I'm thinking, but I'm thinking something to do with IT, or if it's not IT, it could be something to do with money. And the message they bring is fairly straightforward. It's not always a welcome message, okay? And it may be going against what you think or what you want. Now, if this is not a message coming to you, it's a message that you are giving to someone else, okay? That a group perhaps, which they may not want to hear, but they need to hear it, and they need to hear it in very clear terms. What's crossing you? You have the King of Pentacles, okay? So this energy talks about being astute with money, finances, and perhaps you're coming across a good deal somehow, or you'll need to communicate something about money to some people, and you need to do this, and when you do it, it's going to really give you a sense of abundance, like it'll be a financial windfall somehow. I'm sorry, that's not very clear. That's what it sounds like, okay? So it's what it feels like to me, is that this energy you have, the King of Pentacles, knows their money, knows how to make it, sometimes has to be quite shrewd in getting it, but they got there for a reason. It's quite a successful card. Okay, so if this is not your energy, it's someone you'll be dealing with. Okay, you'll be getting a message, but I'm feeling that this is pretty good for you. Okay, this could be some money coming in, Libra. Okay, your conscious goal. All right, this is the Page of Cups. So you want to make an offer to somebody, a small offer initially. It's like perhaps there's a romantic interest you have, and you just want to put it out there, let them know that you're interested somehow. Whether this is just like something you put, like a flirty little text, or even just a look that you give them, something like that. I'm feeling that you want to just show someone that you're interested, but perhaps you're feeling a little shy about making it obvious. That's what I'm feeling there, okay? But you're genuine offer. You're fair income about this person. You're genuine about this person, but you don't want to be too forward by the look of it. It's like perhaps you're being a little shy in the first instance. Let's see. Okay. The unknown influence here. You have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is about walking away, moving away from something, and because this is in your unknown influence, you have just left something, I'm feeling, a situation which was unbalanced. It might have been a relationship or a job, or just maybe some kind of position that you had, and you didn't make a big fuss about it. You just sort of quietly left it to others to do. Now, that act will somehow influence what's happening with you and around you, and I'm feeling it might be, well, it's going to free you up for other things to happen. But the fact that you've left this position or this relationship is going to set other things around you going, which will somehow come back to you later on in a different way. And I'm thinking you probably know what this is. You've probably even thought about it. Something going on behind the scenes after you've left, okay? in your recent past, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So you did some work or you've done some learning on something. You got the ticket or you got the accreditation, the award somehow. I quite often think of the Eight of Pentacles as the apprentice card, where they're learning something, but they're also putting the work in to make sure they get it right. And because it's a pentacle, it indicates like with a long-term vision, with a long-term purpose in mind when you do this work. And so it looks like that may be coming into play somehow. You'll be able to use this award or this training or this experience that you now have to further your cause. You're approaching influence. You have the Hermit card. The Hermit card is a card of reflecting on yourself. Perhaps you'll be feeling less sociable. You'll be maybe confronting something about yourself. You might have to admit to yourself that you've done something which is not ethical, but which showed that you had a weakness in a certain area, and you'd be looking at yourself, wondering and acknowledging that, and then somehow coming out of that a stronger person, learning from your mistakes somehow. So yes, some self-reflection happening there for you coming up in May, I'm feeling. What are you bringing to May? What are your talents? Okay, you have the Seven of Swords here. So the Seven of Swords it can be a card of deception, can be a card of not taking responsibility, and it can be a card of trying to have things both ways. Perhaps you want to have your cake and eat it too, or if you've heard that expression before. And I'm feeling that's what's happened there. So I'm feeling you might be trying to do two different things, taking the energy away from one responsibility and giving it to another one, and just trying it on to see how it works. Perhaps a job on the side, or trying to pass off some of your responsibilities to someone else so that you can concentrate on a new little venture or a side thing. And if you're not careful, it might make you look as though you're abrogating or being irresponsible. And I think the way around that is to just communicate what you're trying to do to whoever it is that's affected by this, and I think it'll be all right. Okay, your environment, your place in it, the way the environment sees you, the way you see the environment. Okay, now you have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords talks about a feeling of betrayal. So perhaps there's, again, this, if that's linked into this Seven of Swords here, perhaps this responsibility that you've been perhaps not fully taking on, someone else is seeing this as you not doing your part, and the relationship, the working relationship or the love relationship that you have has been impacted by this third force. It could be a third person, but I'm thinking it's just time and energy you're putting elsewhere at the expense of this relationship, whether it's work or whether it's play, and someone's not feeling good about that. You'll know about that if that's you. And as I say, communicating your intentions is probably the best way to go here. Just be totally open about it. Okay, your hopes and fears. You have the Three of Pentacles. Now, I'm feeling here that you want to, I'm feeling like you want to go it alone, but you may be forced to work with others, okay? And this could be a good thing. You'll need to ask others for some kind of help, I'm thinking, some kind of advice. Perhaps there's some skills that you don't have and you need to let somebody else in on some kind of a secret to achieve your goals here. That's what I'm getting for that. And for your outcome, okay, you have the Chariot card, which is basically a card of full steam ahead, willpower, not zigzagging around something, but going straight into your problems, confronting whatever it is you need to confront, and achieving whatever it is you need to achieve with sheer willpower. Now, this is a card of victory, but it can also be a card of travel. So whatever you've been working on here might require some kind of a travel. Perhaps you've wangled yourself a holiday to somewhere, or a trip to a nearby city, something like that. That's what it's feeling like there. Look, that's what I've got for you today, Libra. I hope that's resonated for you somehow. I know it seems a little bit disjointed, but it'll make sense to you, I'm sure, if that's for you. Please leave a comment if that's resonated for you somehow, and like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll talk to you in a couple of weeks.